girls, lads and ladies, welcome back to the Hazard Gaming channel, where we are delving into Path of Exile 2. Path of Exile 1 I played a fair bit of. I don't think I ever quite finished it. I got a fair way through it. And Path of Exile 2 is one myself and a lot of people have been waiting a long time for. So it is a top-down ARPG, and as you can see here, I've tried out a few characters, just got most of them to the first encampment just to see how they all played. My favourites were the warrior and the ranger. Now, the monk, yeah, it seemed okay, wasn't too bad. The mercenary I thought I was going to like. I don't think I quite like it. Maybe it gets better as it goes along, but I just didn't like it seemed like you just pretty much had one weapon and you're just constantly shooting that and changing ammo types. Might get better as it gets further on. The witch was pretty much, like every other necromancer, a walking simulator. And the sorceress I didn't mind. Always generally like sorceresses or wizards, and I usually main them, if I'm being honest. In nearly every game I play where you have a choice of a magic character. I do like the bling that comes with having different spells and that popping off on screen. But at the moment I'm maining a ranger. Join the ranger, and I think I mained the ranger in Path of Exile 1 for something different, because I'm always playing magic classes. But I played a little bit of the warrior and I was impressed with the way it played. It was a lot more slow and deliberate. And I feel the overall game itself is very slow and more deliberate than the usual Diablo 4 or Diablo 3 or 4, where you pretty much just, once you get to a certain point, you're just face rolling the keyboard and rolling through areas just like a tank. Everything just melting in front of you. So I find this is not quite, I mean, it is early days, yes, I get that. Maybe endgame, you get to that point too. But I find even early days of D4, you still feel like it's not that really challenging. Whereas this is, when I say not challenging by, you kill a couple of enemies at a time, just sort of small groups, and they're very weak and usually one shot them or two shot them. This from the start is pretty tough, I've got to say. Most enemies take 3 and 4 hits, I guess, depending on which class you're playing. Even the first boss puts up a good challenge. And I've met with the ranger. I've gotten to, I think I'm right at the end of Act 1. Took out an executioner guy. He was pretty tough, and there's one encampment I couldn't clear. It took me ages, to a lot of deaths just to get to the final part of it, and then he was just too much for me. So I think the monster level in that area is like 11, and I think I was 13, and I couldn't get it. So I'll come back to it when I'm at this sort of level. Yeah, instead of dropping in at level 15 and you guys not really getting to see the beginning and not really knowing what's going on, and me having to explain everything that's, what are you unlocking and or already unlocked and stuff, I might just create a new warrior, and we'll start from scratch. So do standard. I don't think I've ever made a hardcore character in any game. I don't like the idea of losing my progress, and my reactions tend to be not as good as maybe someone that might need to have when you're playing a hardcore character, and it'll just be too stressful. So I'm thinking of warrior. I mean, we go sorceress. I haven't played it yet, apart from
you were banished by your Akara for experimenting with the elements. Arrogance has led you here, and arrogance keeps you on those gallows. Speak your piece. Foundling! It is a pity to see you like this. You arrived on our shores a whipped and broken child. Our people made you strong.
my mate loves it.
How were they repaid? Sedition and lies. Speak now if you choose.
that particular boss was actually hard with the ranger. Those ice missiles kill you. So yeah, what I was saying is, I mean, there is a lot of gameplay, I guess, of all the characters I think I've seen around. Some of the bigger guys have all gone warrior. I'm thinking maybe I should play sorcerer. Squishy as glass cannon. I'm already playing. I'm already maining a ranged character, so that's what I was thinking. Maybe I'll go warrior, or maybe I could just go monk because I don't think I've seen too many monks. I just didn't find it that enjoyable. I mean, I found the warriors just smashing everything like this. It just was very satisfying, and I thought I'll be playing warrior next. Yeah, whereas, you know, a monk.
Pagan, you failed to liberate your brothers, just as you have failed in poisoning my subjects against me. Call out to your dreamer. Let us see if he answers.
And I am maining, my main stat for my ranger is electricity. So I don't know if I really want to. I mean, they use electricity and cold, and so as a ranger, it's electricity and poison. So yeah, I don't know. I was full going on warrior. Yeah, maybe I should have asked what people wanted, but anyway. Sorcerer. What are you doing? A ranged character? That's what I wasn't going to go sorcerer. Give me a minute, I'll make a decision. You know what? Let's go sorcerer.
Sorceress, you were banished by your Akara for experimenting with the elements. Arrogance has led you here, and arrogance keeps you on those gallows. Speak your piece.
And we'll go has gaming. Let's do it.
The Marrakech fiend is getting away! Stop her!
I don't know what it is. Every time I see everyone else hang but me, I feel a bit of a uneasy. Considering I've seen them all hang and I've seen them all saved. Anyway, moving right along. I'll try and cut out a lot of the loading screens too. Alright, so you can choose WSAD, which I find is very good, almost too good to play with, but if I go WSAD, I'll get used to it. And I don't really want to get used to that, considering all top-down, most other top-down ARPGs are mouse. So we'll go mouse.
They will suffer for this humiliation.
What I might do is I'll change my yes, I'll pretty much change it to a Diablo. That's what I'm used to. And then with these ones, I go. You go that one. No, that one will be that one. This one will be that one. On the mouse. Okay. Let's go. So, as back in a sec, mate. As with most RPG sort of games these days, whether they're top down or CRPGs or whatever, they're usually starting on a beach. I don't know what that is. Everyone seems to be loving the beach starting areas now. the moment. So anyway, that's what he's got to say.
Glad to see another living soul. The miller went off to warn Clearfell about a strange sickness plaguing our men. I was fixing to go after him, till that bloody thing got to me first. Now, all those who drowned in the flooding, suddenly they ain't so dead no more. I would appreciate it if you could...
I still...
Clearfell, find the miller.
Death comes swiftly here. I should
Yes.
keep moving.
What I was saying is, every time I watch it, I keep missing where she gets the knife from. It looks like she stabs him in the leg, and then stabs her. I keep missing that very first part of the animation. Anyway, I might see it on the replay. Alrighty, so got our first weapon. We equip it with I, or that way, and we're off to the races. Let's go. So I've got. So one thing is when you press shift in most top-down RPGs, you'll stop in place and you can shoot. This has an option to modify that, so you can. I mean, if you're standing still and you hold shift, you won't move. You can shoot. Whereas if you're running already, where is it? Yeah, and you're holding your mouse down and you hold shift, you'll slowly walk towards where you had your mouse, and you can aim in any direction while you're still walking towards that last mouse click direction. I don't know if that's confusing or whatever, but another thing too I love, is the map. I love hand-drawn maps. I love looking at, I watch some videos on guys that do hand drawing for their bread, and they draw maps for D&D people and all sorts of people in various RPGs, and this looks very hand-drawn. I love it. It's just eye candy for me. So another thing I love about this game. Anyway, back to the action. Let's go.
Fall before me.
I love how wet, not liquidy the fire looks. It's just very eye candy. Same as electricity is very good too. I'm gonna love it. This seems to have a bit of an area, like a burst area effect. Got a shield, which I can't probably use because this is a two-hander. Maybe once I get a wand or something. Yep, roll is usually the same key as most RPGs. It's slightly different to Ranger, it's a bit more slow. The attacks, Rangers are pretty much just bang, 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 bang. Oh yeah, he caught fire. Bit of a crit there or something. Yeah, the graphics are pretty on point too. Zoom right in. Nice. Of how, yeah, the fireball just wiggles as it goes. Yeah, one of the areas I found, what have we got here? Spark.
Can hide where you
Oh, yeah,
least
skill gem.
expect.
Okay, so with skill gems, very different to Path of Exile 1. So here we have a skill gem, so what you do is you select it. This has already been cut as a spark skill gem. When we find an uncut one, it's going to be, I'll show you how different it is. From Path of Exile 1. So this has already been cut to the spark spell. You get what I mean later. And yep, we'll drop that on our menu for right click and keep going. I don't really fan of spark. It's just very random sparks going everywhere.
Inspiring.
You like that, do you? So yeah, not real keen on it. It's just too, like when same in D4 with the The Sorceress got a similar spell. Don't think it's called Spark, but it's the same thing. It's just random lightning going everywhere. And it's sort of like I guess in D3 where you had the Witch Doctor and his frogs. Those bounce around everywhere. Checkpoints. These checkpoints are when you die, you'll come back here, and they also, when you go past them for the first time, they refill your flasks and any charges you have. A charm. So yeah, a bit empty at the moment. Where is everyone? Here we go. Oof. Okay, so first hit, when you get pretty low, it'll freeze the screen and let you get a chance to heal. These porcupine things, I can't remember, the crabs, I think, spiked crabs. Oh man, they hurt. Freaking cane me with my ranger, especially further on. Alright, so it's normally 1, it's going to be Q. Bit of D3 set up. Yeah, see, I animation cancelled there. Went to throw the fireball, and if you time it right, like that, you'll get to I'm used to freaking 1 being my my heal. And these things cane. I think they're just a little bit OP. But we need to tame them down a bit. Yeah, a few of those spikes. There's smaller ones that do like a single, but those multi ones, they absolutely cane, man. Absolutely cane.
On my chosen path.
Yeah. Make sure there's enemy here. Might go through the leveling up. I'm not sure if it pauses. I think it does if you're playing on solo. I think it pauses when you're in the menus and stuff. Okay, so ready? Ready for it? Over 1500 skill points, I reckon. Yeah. It is huge. 1500 skill points, all you can eat. Yeah, so my ranger I'm sort of focusing on down here, sort of split up here a little bit. And so my sorcerer, I've only ever picked the first one, which is usually damage. I'm thinking, based off a few videos I've watched, and me playing a ranged, I should have gone this one first, sort of build up the first node, and then go for damage. So I think I'm going to do that, because I know this is going to be more squishy than a ranger, because ranger has a lot of evasion, which pretty much gives you a chance to evade the attacks. On my ranger, I think I'm at about 60%, 60% evasion, so pretty much over half the time I'll dodge the attack. But when you're getting pummeled and surrounded, you're getting hit. So yeah. Yeah, see, look at that. Heaps of projectiles there. Absolutely cane. Whoop. Sheesh. Crossfire. Supposed to roll there. It's always raining here. The rain never stops. So in Path of Exile, from the first, same as the first one, I'd like to clear the area pretty much. Actually work my way around an edge, and then I'll sort of weave through, clearing out the area before I move on. That's what I like to do. Kill everything at least once, and that way you've got the XP that you should have gotten for that area. I think that's it. Oh yeah, so you got tab for your overlay map, quite handy, and then M, or as they set your keybinds, another map for the overworld map, another key, sorry. And here we have bloated Miller. Space bar to dodge, yep, so we just did that. Yeah, where the fireball's gone. He does a round slam, as well as a couple of little close ones, and a charge. And then you soon enough he will summon some minions. Right there. Some ads. So I've noticed a lot of the enemies are very slow and deliberate, like your own character. So if you dodge too early, you're going to end up right in at whatever you're trying to dodge. So everything's pretty much a lot slower in this game. I like it. Many times I've been hit by that thing in the different characters I've played. Yep, so just make sure you... Oh, got me that one. But make sure you... Keep pressing 1. Make sure you're waiting that extra half second. Oh, and he gets a stagger on. They got stagger meters too. Obviously, the closer you are to that, the more on point you have to be with exactly when to time that dodge. Further away.
He bore the mark of corruption. I know it.
You know it. She knows it. She knows it, guys. Pretty much that's the only one. Oh, that's a life flask. Yeah, no, I've already got that. No, oh yeah, there's a magic one. Let's identify that. Nice. So when you get magic items like these, where it's unidentified, you find these scrolls of wisdom, and you right click on it, and then you can identify it. So here we go. This will be some body armor for us. Tells you the stats. I think they're randomly generated when you click it. So we'll equip that, and we'll swap this out for a better flask. That's got nothing. That's a common. This is a magic. The blues are magic. I think the yellows are rare, and I think there's after that there's either purple or orange. Can't remember exactly. Yeah. So add to the town. Yep. Every time we click on that, it brings up this weather thing. Anyway, so let's go to the camp.
Well done. Please come inside.
Here, there is a small trace of hope in the air.
Right.
Renly's the name. You're skilled with the violence. If what you did out
With
there
the
in the river
violence.
banks is any sign. Another refugee from the Count's justice, I take it. Well, have no fear. This place is something of a hideaway for many of us now, and we could sorely use your skills in these dark times. I'll smith for you what I can, if you're willing to bend your violence toward our defense. There's a beast of particular dark power stalking us out in the felling. It moves unseen under the dirt and attacks without warning. We can't leave the walls to find food, and I've been unable to corner and slay the beast myself. Now, if you could channel your violence against this devourer, as Finn calls it, we'd be indebted to you.
I've just sort of been thinking, channeling your violence. Channel the violence. Use your violence. It's worded very strange. Why is that? Bring your violence, I think you said earlier. It's just a very odd way to say go out and smash some shit. Just, is that part of what's gone on with all this new talk and new rewording things to be a bit more this week, as you call it? I don't know. Anyway, not getting into that. I've listened to all these before. I'm sure you don't want to sit here and listen to this old mate talk about all the different things here. You can probably do that yourself. So he's a shop as well. I only sell him stuff if I'm here anyway.
That'll be useful.
I usually sell to another person because they also disenchant.
Stick to the carrots.
But what I'll do,
burden is heavy. He hides it well.
I'll show you what that unskilled uncut gem does. I just wanted, oh yeah, here we go, sweet. I just wanted to see if all my other ones I've collected. So might as well use them on this character to make things go a lot smoother for everyone. Yep, take the boots. Lightning bolt. I like the fireball. Don't want any more lightning. I'm over lightning at the moment. I think that's going to be firebolt. The one firebolt. Okay, we got one here. We got one thing left though. Oh, over the gold. The gold carries over. That's good. Spirits, skeletal warrior minion. Wow, all these different things. Yep, I had this saved. This particular character. Strength plus. This one's going to be good, I think. Okay. Make your shield. Circle it. Yep. No, I haven't got enough. Yeah, I'll go buy. Lost. You know. Okay, before I get carried away with that, let's do with this skill gem. Let's do that last. Let's sort out this quest and stuff.
Welcome to the camp of the lost, stranger. We survive, but we do not live. I am Una. All this began the night Count Gino took his most loyal men into the Grellwood. After he returned, a madness grew in him. Something happened out there. Please, I beg of you, travel into the forest and begin your search. There must be some clue as to what took place. I fear this land's sickness will only deepen unless we do something.
Okay, so here we have disenchant items. Now, pretty much been disenchanting most of my blues lately. So just throw them in there. She gives you this as a payment. So transmutation shards. So we'll go through those in a sec. Now buy and sell.
Hold on to bits bits
I
and
wanted
pieces.
a couple of these.
Any that catch your eye?
Let's say I needed two. 1, 2. Okay.
Stay safe if you can.
These are pretty much
Her
these.
mind tends to wander. She
Scroll
reminds
of
me of one of
Wisdoms.
my sisters.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so let's identify that. Awesome, look at the stats on that. Plus 10 to maximum energy shield. Plus 18 to maximum life. 9% increased rarity of items found, that's good. 9% cold resistance and 9% lightning resistance. I'll take it. Fantastic. Don't think I can put focus in unless I have a wand. There's mana drain. This mana drain. Okay, you can click on Ignis. We should recover an amount of this data resource. So, itching mana. It's really only going to work against. Getting less every character has mana. I don't know. The boots I've got. Got an amulet. 25. Let's do mana and boast. Yeah, I don't know. I need to focus unless I've got a one-hander and I'm not real keen on that. Level 4 mana drain. Level 5 fireball. Okay, let's keep that in mind. Identified. Let's do the gloves. Intelligence. It's level 12. Okay. What can happen? I think that's all I'm gonna get for now. Level 4. Oh yeah, that's for the witch, I think. There. Okay, so here we have. Oh yeah, right, I can use these on this character. Okay, so here we have all the different gems. Gems? Orbs. Let's give them orbs because they're called orbs. Okay, so here's the stuff I picked up earlier, and I'll drop that into there. There's normally a stack. This says, oh, wrong button. When you get to size 10, it creates an orb transmutation. Upgrades a normal item to a magic item with 1 modifier. Alright, and then so that's the next level. So that's the blue. That one. And then when you upgrade them, they go to a yellow. I can't remember exactly the colour after that. And I think it's called Pick, maybe. Yeah. So different different orbs to different things. Augments a magic item with a new modifier, new random. Upgrades to normal. Magic, we went through that one. Regal orb. I don't think I've got a regal orb yet, so I'm not sure exactly what the regal. I'll write it. Upgrades a magic item to a rare item. Upgrades a rare item. So they're rare. These are rare. Those are rare. Regal orb. I've locked down the charms yet. I did have one. I think I used it on my ranger. Martial weapons, pretty much. Access slaves, slaves. Yeah, so any attacking weapon, physical attacking weapon, which my staff is not. The staff, no. Here we have ruins, and they can be dropped into armor or weapons that have gem slots. So they're like the gems, or the ruins. D4, except they don't link together. Okay, so here we are with the. I don't believe I'm going to use them. I'm just going to wait and get them as they come. It's the same thing, just more of them. Yeah, so what I'll do is close all this. Okay, go to my inventory. So here we have a uncut skill gem. This is what it looks like. So that spark gem I have. I think that's okay. Yep, see? So that's what this looks like. Or it's cut into what you want it to be cut into. Alright, so let's right click on this and I'll show you what we can get. Let's have a look what we get. Okay, so I can cut it into a flame wall gem. Creates a fire in front of the character, ignites everything within the area. Any projectiles fired through the wall by you and allies at a deal added fire damage, inflict the ignite on hit. Okay. All duration is 4.5 seconds. 2 to 3 fire damage ignites as though dealing 13 to 20 fire damage. Okay. Let's have a look.
Flame wall ignites enemies when caught in it.
Okay.
Any projectiles that pass through the wall will deal extra fire damage.
Okay.
Flame wall.
So Ice Nova. Ice Nova expended when you're knocking back enemies based on how close they are to you. Casting Ice Nova, targeting the Frostbolt projectile was it to originate from the Frostbolt instead of you. Okay. Cause more freeze build up. Okay. Let's have a look at what that does.
Ice Nova can chill and freeze enemies. Use it if enemies get too close.
Yeesh.
Ice Nova can chill.
Frost. Okay. Creates a pulsing orb of frost. Each pulse inflicts cold exposure on nearby enemies. When the orb's duration ends, it explodes, dealing cold damage to surrounding enemies. Okay. So look at that.
Frost bomb pulses with ice, reducing enemies' resistance to cold damage.
Oh.
After a time, the orb will explode. Frost.
Yeah. Like we've already got. Okay. So these are level 1, and then you get different gems to unlock different gears. So I'm gonna go Flame Wall. I think that seems to be a no-brainer, if I'm being honest. Alright, so we've got the Flame Wall. Let's assign it somewhere. To there. And then we can... so that's in our skills gem. Support gem capacity. Okay. And let's bring it over to 1. Okay. And that's how you do skill gems. And yeah, you'll end up with a few more. Oh, yep. So I've got the service bench unlocked still from my mate before. Do a couple of quests for him and he unlocks that for you. Build stash. So, when it comes to refilling your flasks, PoE1, you kill enemies and it refills your flasks for you. I think it does sort of happen here in PoE2, but only sometimes. I don't know, maybe it's a random chance to add another charge. I've killed a lot of enemies sometimes and it doesn't recharge, so I'm not too sure how it works, but anyway, if you are low and there's no enemies around, or you're fighting just a single boss and it's getting the best of you, you portal in, come over to the well, click on the well. All filled up, ready to roll. And yeah, your waypoints to travel to all the different areas as they unlock. So yeah, that is awesome. I love that skin. Mate, skin. I haven't worked out how you can inspect. I'm gonna ask him what skin is that. Alright guys, I'm going to wrap this episode up here. Thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn your notifications on so you know when my next episode drops. And in the next episode, we will taking our first decent area, Clearfell. Then start clearing out and making our way through and trying to find the source of the corruption, what's happening in the actual world. Alright, cheers guys, take care, bye.